Hello everyone! We are back with more Dark Deity. I'm here with Hana.
Hello, it's me.
And we have a village to go save.
The whole time.
We have a village to go save. The party arrives in Red Hill, only to find it already under attack. They repel an Aramoran force striking at the aqueducts, a victory that seems too easy. A young man, Caius, runs after them as they are preparing to leave. He tells them the Aramorans are attacking the township. Now they head for Red Hill proper to attempt to fend off the Aramoran attack.
Well, isn't that just great?
Oh god, we have bombs.
Good old base menu.
Oh god, I'm talking to myself again. Hey, Sloan.
I thought I was Sloan. No, I was someone else.
You're the assassin girl.
Ah.
Hey, Sloan, I've been meaning to ask. You ever get tired of the whole rich and haughty visage? Allow me to think on it for a moment. Do I ever get tired of being rich? Of course not. But haughty then? Surely sometimes it has to feel like a bit much. I think that's a reach. You hardly know me at all, yet you presume to understand how I feel in the day-to-day. Never said I understand you. Never said I know you. Just think it must get real tiresome pretending to be so high and mighty. Pretending. Right. Do you ever get tired of being right all the time? Funny thing about that, I actually do. Do you know how hard it is to be the smartest, most handsome person around? Funny thing about that, I actually do. Alright, we'll have to agree to disagree then. Maybe over tea? Wow, I'm speechless. Your originality and approach are impressive, truly. Let me down easy, why don't you? The nerves don't help. I'm only a lowly peasant, remember? Are you really never going to let me live that down? I was having an awful day. I have awful days too. I don't berate people for their social status because of it. Yeah, I know. Would you believe me if I said I'm working on it? Are you being sincere when you say it? Honestly, I'm not entirely sure. How does one work on being an insufferable brat? Very carefully, I guess? I wouldn't say you're insufferable. Or a brat. Not to my face, at least. Not at all. You grew up under different circumstances than I did. Who am I to judge? That's an awfully mature stance for you. Where's my young bravado-filled warrior with poor flirting skills? Oh, him? Nice guy. Handsome in that sort of frustrating way, you know? Wish I was that handsome. I might be able to get him to meet you for tea. Deal. Fantastic. What the fuck just happened?
You two are fucking perfect for each other.
Alright, let's see. Who needs upgrades? Let's get your Kodachi up. And then I have some tier 2 ones. Let's see if I can. Okay, that's what we're. Okay. I think we're ready to take this fight on.
Gods below! It's already worse than I imagined!
That is not the voice you did for him last time.
Well, what voice did I do for him last time?
I think it was Barrett.
Gods below! It's already worse than I imagined.
This could be a massacre.
It will be. Not if we can help it! Garrick, what do you see?
Looks like the civilians are barricading themselves inside those buildings.
Ah, so it's a save the buildings map, is it? We have to protect them at all costs. Prepare for a fight.
Traitor!
What is he talking about, Caius? I was once a part of this force. Astounding. I seem to have better luck recruiting Aramorans than Delians. What caused you to change your allegiance? When we got the order about Red Hill, I couldn't stand by and watch them slaughter innocents. If that makes me a traitor, so be it. I'd rather die a traitor than live a murderer. Well, don't plan on dying today. What role suits you best?
Oh, apparently we don't get a choice. Oh, you have such a beautiful bow.
Okay, people, let's do this!
Okay. What are we looking at?
The music is so classically ferocious.
Right? It's like something out of Fantasia.
That's me lucky charms. They're classically ferocious.
Push the Airborne force back from Red Hill proper so they can't target civilians.
Who are the civilians? What?
Why did the music suddenly turn Game of Thrones? That literally.
Why did the horse?
That literally sounded like the Game of Thrones intro for a second.
Why did the horse wrap around the screen like, I don't know, Super Mario Brothers 2 or something? Not the glowing marshmallow of death. Is it just me, or can the music not keep track of what it actually wants to do?
Yeah, it very much seems to change when we start actually fighting someone, and then I don't know what the fuck is happening with the main map music.
I mean, changing when we're in a... Yeah, like this. Changing when we're in a fight is fine, but it seems to be when it wants to switch back to the map music, it seems to be flip-flopping between a number of different map themes.
Yeah.
getting faster. Never mind, our archer is fast as fuck. Sia is in trouble. Oh god, Caius is in trouble.
Caius is gonna... Yeah. He's also... underleveled.
Kage! Everybody's dying.
We're fine. See, we're fine.
Okay. I guess we saved our best units for the back row. I suppose that's another thing that sets Dark Deity apart. Even in a Fire Emblem game with a casual mode, if you lose your viewpoint main character, then you straight up lose the map. you're going to be trouble.
Starting to want to reset this map.
We're a little outmatched, and I don't know how we un-outmatch ourselves. See, in a lot of Fire Emblem maps, there would be a way to use the terrain to your advantage. But here it's just kind of a lot of wide open village square. There's no narrow passages to funnel enemies through, no choke points you can set up. You're fighting on 2 separate fronts and are vulnerable to an attack from all 8 directions on each front.
There we go. Well, I think the biggest mistake that I made was separating. Because for the most part, they're coming to us.
Then there's the matter of civilian. Like, are there civilian
I think
units
we're just
on?
not supposed to let them get past us. 'Cause I don't see any civilians on the map. There's literally nothing but enemies.
Huh. I guess it's just a story bit. We are hanging on by a thread.
Yeah, I think we're gonna restart.
Oh, split the party. I see, I see, I see. Oh yeah, we can buy healing items.
Yeah. Hopefully. That should be good. I can't skip the dialogue.
What? Well, we've never had to try before, but...
Alright. Note to self, let them come to us at first.
Sometimes the phase change music also just completely fails to go off. There's just no stopping Alden. Seems like we're doing a fair bit better this attempt.
We're doing much better this attempt.
Okay, Sloan, no need to... Jesus.
Okay, we're getting to the point where these guys aren't moving. Neither are these guys over here.
Could try stepping into their aggro ranges.
Yeah, I want to move as a group.
Then I guess we're doing clearing out one side at a time. What? Oh. I guess he did have a 39% chance to hit.
Yeah, see, nobody moved.
Yep, so we're gonna have to go into their aggro range. You have a button for that.
What?
The enemy's aggro range.
I know. I'm just getting everybody as close as I can so that I can cover weaknesses.
When do we get to learn all these cool spells?
I mean, we probably have them, I just haven't changed out my attacks.
Move, you prick!
No. There goes Brooke. Oh, maybe not. Oh,
Oh.
I think we only had to take out a certain number of enemies.
I did at one point see in the upper left corner something that was like route 30 enemies, so I guess that was 30.
More of them? When does it end?
This is a fair bit more than more of them, I would say. This look... It's giving Super Mario Brothers 3, where you're like, moving around on the grid map, and there's a bunch of those bushes or pipes or lava tiles in the background. We've come this far. We can't give up now!
There's just too many of them.
We might have to make a run for it if we get the chance. Keep an eye out for a break in their lines. Too late for that. We are completely surrounded. Hold firm, and we may yet preserve our honor, if not our lives.
I don't know who that is.
Whoa!
Oh.
The Royal Sisters!
They've come to finish the Delians themselves. King Darius has commanded these prisoners be brought to him immediately, unharmed. I command you to release them to us at once. We need to leave, now. You won't get another chance. Lord of the Wastes. Okay.
King Darius? Is this where we're going to find out definitively that we're on the wrong side of the war?
What were you thinking? When Uncle finds out, we won't be welcome in our own lands. I had no choice, Samara. All of this is bigger than Aramor or Delia now. Friends, are you alright? I think it's fair to say we've been better.
The important thing is that we're safe now, thanks to you. Though I'm still not sure why you did it.
We're racing the Sandglass against something far more dangerous than an army. And we're closer now than ever to knowing just who or what that is.
I'm assuming you need our help to stop it.
We should be fair, Irving. They just saved our lives. We think what's happening is related to the eternal aspects somehow.
Then you've returned for the stone.
Not exactly. We have a friend, a student of history who has aided us in our research. He recently made some kind of breakthrough. Hello, Eli! And he wants us to come and meet him. Only he instructed us to bring a large force.
Well, we've no plans to stop you. And it seems your uncle has plenty of troops to spare.
We've tried. The war consumes his thoughts. He won't pull even a single scout from the front. All this is to say, we were hoping you would come with us instead.
This is absurd. Abandoning Red Hill to traipse about in the sands of Aramor, chasing stories of evil shadows and magic stones. I have to say, I'm not sure your liege would be so thrilled about that.
Brooke, not helpful. But Lincoln, what if they're right?
That is uncertain at best, but as the mercenary points out, whether or not Varric will be so miraculously forgiving again is not. Make no mistake, if we do this, Delia will be no safer a home for us than Aramor. If they wanted us dead or captured, they could have had their way. It seems clear to me they harbor no ill will.
What's left for us here anyway? Nothing but the ash and rubble we feared to find.
I've said my part. Hi, Morgan. Come here, big floofy butt. Oof. Ah. Samara, Samsara, as it were. If we entrust ourselves to your cause, I need your word on the throne of Aramor that all you've said has been honest and sincere.
You have my word.
The oath is made. So be it.
And so shall it be honored. We'd better go. The sooner we catch up with Corvin, the better. There, sir. Fleeing the flames. The defensive party Varric dispatched.
Are you sure it's them?
Yes, sir. Lincoln and the group from Brookstead. If I'm not mistaken, sir, they seem to be accompanied by Aramoran royalty.
Irving.
Should we pursue them? Sir, should we rally the cavalry?
No. If innocents still live in Red Hill, they must be rescued. If not, they must be avenged. The deserters will meet justice soon enough.
Yes, sir.
Stop bothering me. I wasn't done brooding on the top of this hill.
In Red Hill, the party is overwhelmed and surrounded. They find themselves in dire straits. At their darkest moment, Sarah and Samara reappear, ordering the Aramoran force to let the party go. Once they are clear of danger, they explain to the group that they have further leads on the Necromancer. They have a contact, Corvin Galavar, who instructed them to bring a large force. As members of the Aramoran royal family, they are violating their uncle's orders by leaving Oasis. He was unwilling to spare them any forces, all of whom he has sent to various war efforts. Knowing the danger this necromancer might present, the sisters had no choice but to turn to their newfound friends. They travel now south to a discreet location in the Aramoran desert. Mistrust runs rampant among the group, but they are bound by a shared purpose. Does this mean I finally get my third healer back? Oh my god, I love him.
You've arrived. Good. It's time we altered our tactics of observation.
Glad to see you too, Colvin.
Forgive me, I merely... It's fine, really. I rather like when you get to the point. Well, I presume you've received my letter. Wouldn't want to weary you repeating myself.
Yes. Arima, the Sonari. Do you think it's really him?
Who the what? Travels are for thinking, dear Sarah. Research is for knowing. I am certain of it.
Hana knows that my love for fictional men does not diminish my love for him. He has plenty of fictional female crushes.
We agreed not to talk about that. I have been watching the road for some time. No other man, elf, or beast can so invariably rebuff challengers from every corner of Etland.
Then this is where he's conducting his trials.
That's what I suspect. In an old ruin, just half a day's trip north.
I remember the first time I saw him before his exile. The story said not a drop of his blood ever mixed with the arena, that he's blessed by the god of competition himself. Do you think it's true?
All good stories are true, Samara. Not all true stories are factual.
Huh?
But the bit about the gods, that one does appear to have a scrap of fact attached to it. From what I've gathered, Orima holds Theron's aspect.
Not all stories are true, but not all true stories are factual. There's some nuance in that statement that I don't think I quite grasp.
I think what he's saying is that all stories have some truth to them, but not all of the facts might be accurate. Right, like the one we located in Drakenveld.
Precisely. Only this one should possess a nature of a different kind entirely. One that reflects Theron's domain of competition. What more, I cannot say. So, where did these aspects come from, exactly? There are many competing theories on the subject, some quite ancient. One I find most compelling posits that during the Age of Ascension... All right, I'm sorry I asked. How boorish.
Listen, the important thing is, we're here to help now.
And not a moment too soon. I hear affairs on the front favor Aramor, now that Varric has his soldiers turning up every stone in search of some troublesome traitors.
What if that has reached you already? Is it that dire?
Rare is the story that slips past these ears unheard. You don't have to tell me twice.
I'll tell the others of Arima.
Very good. The day is old. We should start for the ruins in the morning.
I expect we'll have to best him somehow if we want him to talk. Should we expect a fight?
Most definitely.
I want to know how to unlock the other classes. Oh god, more talking to myself. Roan. Valmiran. To what do I owe the pleasure of this visit? I've heard much of the beloved Princess of Aramore. I simply wanted to see her myself. This certainly has nothing to do with the communications between Serenity and your father, does it? How do you know of them? How do you? I read her mail as a child, as I'm sure you read Henry's. I guess it takes an heiress to know one. Did it not color your perception of her to hear such treachery? You think Serenity was deliberately suggesting treason? She was a plant from King Darius. It is no secret that Henry Valmiran is a snake. Huh. I suppose I assumed that Serenity was the same way. Easy assumption to come to from all I've heard. She's ruthless, and she cares for Aramore greatly, but she is also loyal to the throne and always has been. Loyalty is a foreign concept in Delia of late. Hard to imagine I'm the only one she fooled. No less than 5 different agents were reading her communications in Delia. You can be sure that the other major noble houses knew. Anyone with half a brain knows that my father craves power. I can't imagine they were surprised. Surprised, no. But hard evidence can be quite damning, as I'm sure you know all too well. So what are you saying, that there was a plot against my father? There was. He trampled it long ago. I don't understand how he does it, but your father is a horribly intelligent man. I've been searching for those answers all my life. Oh, okay. Oh God, Bianca.
You esteemed captains in the Delian army, now deserters. How in the black abyss did this happen?
We weren't so esteemed after we added Stop a Village from being raised by bandits to our itinerary. Remember that?
I do. And what great use that memory is to me now.
Never said it would be.
No, you didn't.
Look, Varric's not the man he was when either of us enlisted. We both know that.
True. But he's still king.
Why should that mean anything when he's broken every oath he's ever uttered?
And the crown has lost its weight.
That feels like an understatement.
I don't know. If Sterling felt the same way, he'd be with us right now. There must be more to the story.
Well, whatever it is, we're staying loyal to our oath to protect Varric's subjects, even if he isn't. You once taught me the difference between fidelity and blind loyalty, remember?
Huh. Good to know you're paying attention.
Now and again. Can you believe how far we've come since Duskwater? Of course I can believe it. It's the grand adventure I always yearned for. I knew I would get it someday. Uh-huh. You know, it's alright to get a little homesick. I do. I miss my mom and pop sometimes, but there wasn't much in Duskwater to miss. Why would I be homesick? Home doesn't need to be interesting or fun. It's a place of safety. A place you can be comfortable. A lot of cold comfort coming our way recently. Yeah, things have been a little rocky. Does mean I'm ready to go running home to Mama. No, I wouldn't think so. Just want to check in and see where your head is. On my shoulders last I checked. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. You and I are really one older brother away from being the same person. How do you mean? You've lived in a small town that you felt wasn't big enough for what you wanted out of life. So did I. Without my brother moving us to Sojourn, I may still be there. You're braver than I ever was. Oh, I don't know about that. You're sort of like a rock for me. I look to you and know how to act. You would have much better manners if that were really the case. No, I do. Not when we're sitting around or traveling, obviously, but when things get tense. You know that world better than I do. Well, not for long. You're learning fast, and we've seen more than our share of conflict already. I got a feeling we won't be seeing the end of that anytime soon. I think we all have that feeling. Do you really look to me? More than I care to admit, actually. Wow, That's a weird feeling, honestly. I don't know how I feel about it. Next time we're in mortal danger and you feel a little eat on the back of your head, that's me sitting staring at you. It's creepy, really. I'd say a lot of things could describe you, Sia. Creepy is not one of them. You really make me feel like a better soldier, you know? You're so much more than a soldier, and don't let old Lincoln tell you any different. He cares in his own way. Thank you for confiding in me, Sia. I'm glad we had this talk. Sure thing, Captain. God, there's so many. Well, this is awkward.
That's what happens when we take Bianca into a fight for the first time.
A bit, maybe.
Think we've ever met in battle before?
I can pretty much guarantee we haven't.
And how's that?
We both still here.
Oh, right. Because if we had, you easily would have killed me, right?
Bianca, what do you know of the love?
That they have the biggest egos on Atland, apparently.
Then allow me to expand your knowledge.
Yeah, I know. Most elite task force King Darius has. That what you were going to say?
More or less. You should also know that they don't retreat. They either succeed in their missions or die trying. So if I was ever assigned to your battle group, one of us would not be standing here.
That is certainly a useful bit of intel about Aramore's more clandestine operations. Thanks for sharing, Caius.
Blast, you really gonna pass that along?
Come on, Caius. I thought you'd play a little harder to get.
Yeah, well, you didn't strike me as one for games.
Learned that lesson the hard way.
Indeed.
Oh god, no. I hate him. You were lucky we were around to pull you out of that one, kiddo.
At the aqueducts?
Oh yeah.
You were lucky Benji was holding down the fort when you showed up.
And he refers to himself in third person. Now I really hate him. Is that what Benji was doing?
Yup. The archers weren't destroyed when you got there, were they?
Not completely. But we also got there pretty quick.
Well, you'll never know how it would have played out otherwise.
I think I have an idea.
That can put you in a lot of trouble, getting big ideas.
Better to avoid them for the most part, right? Ideas, generally?
Right. Or, well,
There's a lot that's starting to make sense here.
it's just something my dad used to say. I imagine he would have said that to you frequently.
Not too far from the tree, huh?
I want to be like him in a lot of ways. That's part of why I'm so excited to fight with all of you. I want to carry his armor to new battles and new heights of glory.
Well, try not to be like him too much. If we can help it, let's avoid you winding up with a debilitating injury.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
One idea you can put up with?
Ha! Yeah, I think so.
Can't believe you just pulled that off. We pulled that off, Garrick. I'm letting you take occasional credit for my genius. We've been over this. So now we wait? This is too good. What if Lincoln walks in before Bianca does? He won't. I memorized the schedules. Bianca is going to freak out when she thinks Lincoln has really been in love with her this whole time. Where did you learn to forge handwriting like that? Do you have any idea how many drunken love letters I've had written to me? Let alone the countless ones that were given to me to pass on to someone else. You read the ones for other people? Of course I do! Sometimes I'd even change little details and ruin them and make them better. It was a good hobby, really. That is positively evil. But I only changed ones that obviously had no chance and needed the help. That doesn't make it any better. Letters are private. What's got a up your pants today? Are you forgetting you were just all in for forging a love letter to Bianca? That was before I realized the framework came from other people's suffering. Oh, don't be so dramatic. Half of them didn't even remember writing them the next day. What are you hiding now? Well, maybe I'm working on a letter of my own. Hold your horses. You what now? I said maybe I'm working on a letter of my own. And you thought it was a good idea to tell me this? Of course not, but you yelled at me to tell you, so I did. Bah, I do that sometimes. Who would this letter happen to be for? Wouldn't you like to know? I would! They're made for each other. You've chosen a life of adventure then, Benji.
Benji's had that choice made. It's in his bones.
So joining us is just a step along the way of fulfilling your divine destiny?
Yeah, that's a good way to think about it.
I see. Life on the road has its difficulties, you know. You never know when you'll return home, and sometimes you wonder if you ever will.
That's not going to stop me, I mean Benji.
Other days, you're not sure where you'll sleep once the sun sets, or where your next meal might crop up.
Not a problem for Benji. I brought a bedroll and enough corn on the cob to last me a long time.
At the rate you go through those, you'll need a caravan to transport that much corn. You didn't hire a caravan, did you?
No. Should I? We might still be able to find one.
You do eat other things, don't you?
Oh yeah. It's just a sort of power food for me, but I'm not picky.
In that case, I think we'll be alright. Minus the caravan.
So, you'll help me carry some?
That's not exactly what I meant. Oh, now you get to talk to yourself for a little bit.
Brooke, it's good to see another Carmonthian face around here.
You should guard your assumptions, Captain. You know next to nothing about me.
I know you are a skilled fighter, and that you come from a land governed by the way of oaths. I find both of those facts reassuring.
You'd find them less reassuring if you knew how many oaths I had to break to get here.
Perhaps I would. But our way also teaches us that no one is beyond redemption. One who fails in their oath may also seek the path of atonement.
With all due respect, Captain, I don't require superstition to make sense of my life.
There is a difference between superstition and faith.
Take your pick. I'm afraid you'll find them both wasted on me.
Then be assured of my prayers for you.
And you be assured of my blades.
I might have once. Now I'm not so sure that's wise.
We must all choose who we trust in this life, mustn't we, Captain?
Indeed we must.
That everybody?
There's a lot of things I could say to piss off a lot of people in chat right now.
Oh god, you need a lot of work. And I'm pretty sure so do you too. I am so close to just cheating myself all of the coins.
Sure.
Maybe I'll do that off screen before. Okay. let's do Alden. Oh, I have not. Okay, Alden is nowhere near ready for tier 2 tokens.
Ah.
Is anybody else ready for tier 2? Apparently not. Yeah, okay. Before next stream of this game, I'm probably going to cheat myself coins. Because this is ridiculous. We're not getting enough money.
I see that.
By this
Money only
by this
drops
point, yeah, by this point in Fire Emblem, we would have had at least 20 to 30k.
Money only drops in scarce amounts from enemies.
Alright, on to the next chapter.
If I had to guess, I'd say we're quite close.
Wait, look. Ahead on the road.
Is that Arima?
Doesn't quite fit the description. Looks like a woman.
Weird. She's just sitting there in the road.
I don't like this. Corvin, is there another way to reach the trials? Perhaps she hasn't noticed us yet. Ha! I'm afraid it's far too late for that. Who are you? What do you want of us? My name is Helena. We seek the same champion of legend. You came to challenge Orima by yourself. So it appears, though I should hope not alone. The answer to that question rests with you.
Your garb. You are a monk of the Silent Way.
Seems pretty talkative to me.
You are well read, elf. The child, less so.
Corvin, what do you know of these people? Only a handful of monasteries in Varroa still practice the Silent Way. Its adherents are incredibly devout, and only allowed to leave once they've heard their call, never to return.
It couldn't hurt to gain some favor with the gods, given our situation.
I wish I could promise as much, but all I may offer you is my spear.
Then we shall have it.
Have you come to gawk, or be put to the test? I grow tired of this babble.
There's your Orima, young one.
Sharpen up. This will put our best abilities to the test, if even half the stories are true.
I can offer you my spear. Doesn't have a spear.
Has a sword, an axe,
Okay.
Oh, we are actually out our full deployment size of units.
Apparently. I want to keep Irving because he has so many levels to catch up. We've got so many archers. I'm gonna take out Caius for now and bring Irving. Alright, let's see. Okay, that's fine. Where are the others? Person on a dragon, apparently. There are dragons.
That... Okay,
What the
for a second that looked...
They're all Orima. What is happening?
The stories were not, in fact, exaggerated. I repeat, the stories were not, in fact, exaggerated.
Okay, it looks like it's put people where they'll be strong against stuff. Okay. Alright. If you want to get information out of Orama, you'll need to complete his challenge by defeating him.
All of him?
I do want to change up weapons for them. Whales?
Orcas, more like.
Right, they're technically porpoises. Oh god, how do I change your weapon?
Can you do it outside of
Yes.
base camp?
Yes.
Ah.
Oh god. I have to go around to find everybody.
Well, there it said its unit name is Spirit.
Okay. Get off your stupid dragon.
War pick is on a chain.
I think they're given specific weapons just as the unit that they are, and it doesn't change what the sprite is holding.
Huh.
Because I changed Irving's weapon, and he's supposed to be using a cutlass. And he's still using a greatsword.
Well,
Okay, Johnny Storm. I got an achievement for having Benji eat corn.
Oh my goodness. They're trying too hard to make a meme out of it. See, sometimes these games just do stupid things that catch on for no reason. You can't force it. All that on your big scary dragon just to miss.
Oh, there goes Benji. That's fine.
Legends never die.
Jesus.
Settle down there. Doesn't seem like the screen announces it when the enemy scores a critical hit. Ah, a tier 2 token.
Irving. Oh, you're not even gonna try, huh?
Oh. That's that.
Absolutely invigorating. It's been years since any challenger truly put me to the test.
We may not have come.
We
We may not have come had we known what a challenge it would be.
I'm not sure I believed that Princess. You don't seem the type to shy away from a challenge.
Indeed not. And since we haven't, we should ask you some questions, exiled one.
Tell me, young man, what brings you here?
Me?
Go ahead, Alden.
Well, we came to find someone. I guess that's you. Sarah said you have one of the god stones.
I see.
Though I don't see what the point of fighting was if we're just going to talk anyway.
You may understand in time. Would whichever of you is Sarah care to explain why you're after my supposed Godstone?
You know she's the princess, but you don't know her name.
No, he doesn't know her face.
I would. Our research led us to believe you're in possession of Theron's aspect.
Yes, I gathered that from your young friend here. You plan on taking it from me?
No, not at all. We just wanted to ask you about it.
Good. For all our sakes, if that's the case, I'll allow it.
Could you really take on all of us by yourself?
He literally just was.
Be glad you'll never know.
Oh, okay, he's in our party now.
Well,
What few know of the eternal aspects, and your group is not small.
We've grown out of necessity. We believe someone is misusing the power of the aspects.
What convinces you of that?
We were attacked with one, by a man capable of raising the dead.
from what they've told me of the encounter, he was also able to phase extreme distances.
Troubling, but an aspect alone wouldn't allow such things. Like the gods they represent, their dominions are quite limited.
Exactly. Which is why we believe he may be in possession of more than one. Reanimating a couple of corpses is possible for a powerful mage, but 40? It's inexplicable otherwise.
Likewise, phasing someone across the room is doable for many, but I've not heard of someone phasing themselves to places they could not see.
Say someone was in possession of two aspects and using them nefariously. What use would I be?
You have an aspect of your own, do you not? Do you have any insight on their nature?
I'll admit I do carry Theron's aspect, but he governs only competition. What would this tell me of necromancy or teleportation?
This necromancer alone is not what worries us. It appears many more aspects continue to disappear from the ancient Calamity temples.
Why would the aspects be found in the Calamity temples in the first place?
Why not?
The temples are thousands of years old, decrepit, and hardly secure. But I see your point. Security is of little import when no one is looking.
Exactly. But for the first time in 1,000 years, someone is.
We've identified at least 4 sites in Delia which were recently targeted.
How recently?
In the scope of the last 2 or 3 weeks.
I see. I know of one such site. It's not far from here. From the sounds of it, every second we waste is a second gifted to this necromancer.
We? So you'll come with us?
I will. I expect you'll have use for me if we run into this necromancer. Though in truth I have my own reasons for returning to the temple. I cannot promise to see all of your affairs through to the end.
Nor would we expect you to. A group like ours could hardly be united by one singular purpose.
You are not the same princess I knew of during my days in Oasis.
I suppose I'm not.
The shade of Kain reaches us all eventually.
Oh god.
That's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, we have 15 minutes if this is what you want to do for the rest of this stream.
Sounds good to me.
Finally fair to say we're in over our heads? No more than usual. True enough. I'm still not sure how you plan to explain this to our family, but it keeps things exciting, I suppose. I'd prefer a little less excitement and a few more answers myself. That'll come, in time, and after some more excitement. That's what I'm worried about. Really? What for? Take a look around. Irving, Elias, Bianca, they trust us now. At least more than they did. Even Lincoln's starting to come around, and they're certainly capable. I'm not sure if any of us are capable enough. We don't even know what we're up against. You never know until you're actually in the thick of it. Remember that botany study you forgot about until the day our tutor came to visit? Of course I remember. Even with everything else on my mind, I still have nightmares about it. Incredible. I don't think a word you said about that plant was true, but you spoke with such confidence. I bet he's still putting its leaves in his tea as a sleep remedy. I was right about the blossoms. They're pink. I checked. Of course you did. Well, anyway, I see your point. And in an ideal world, you're right. There's nothing to worry about, and these are all baseless doubts. I just hope that's the world we live in. Either way, we'll find out soon enough. That we will.
Fancy seeing you up this late. Some heavy reading you've got there.
Heavy reading is the only kind I get to do, I'm afraid. We've been on a tear trying to research the eternal aspects for months.
I've found that the best way to understand something is sometimes to teach it to someone else. You mind giving it a go?
You're only saying that, so I'll tell you what I'm researching.
Even if that were the case, I'm sure you know the point is valid. I am a good student.
That remains to be seen. Where have you studied?
Many places. More places than I would have liked to, in fact.
And what was it that you studied? Why is there no question mark at the end of that sentence?
Probably the intonation that she's asking the question with. And what was it that you studied? Life. The world. Magic. Failure.
Failure. Curious word to mention that you studied.
If you haven't studied failure, one of two things is true.
You either haven't pushed hard enough or you weren't paying attention when you did.
Exactly.
My mother used to say that when Sarah and I were young.
Used to. She is still very much around, is she not?
Oh, she's around. She just isn't lecturing us anymore.
What would she have to lecture about?
Serenity Roan could lecture anyone about anything. More than could. She'd love to.
having seen you and Sarah in action, I suspect those are lectures I'd be lucky to partake in.
No, you say that now.
So, is that a no on the aspects?
That is a no on the aspects. Maybe next time. Princess? Samara works fine, Marin. Sorry, just didn't want to be rude. You could do a lot worse. That's probably true. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you I really admire your leadership. And your sisters. You're both such naturals that you make it look easy. Seriously? Can't even agree amongst ourselves half the time. But you speak with authority, and when you do, people listen. Especially your own people. Took us all our lives to garner that kind of respect. Plenty of leaders have tried for longer and failed to even come close to what you have. Besides, you're still pretty young, aren't you? Yes, we are. Sarah's always happy to remind me of that. Yep, I think that's the duty of an older sister. But I always tell Alden, isn't it good to be young anyway? Yes and no. It has its advantages and disadvantages. Just is what it is. That's a very practical way of looking at things. Even a princess has to come down to Terra once in a while, right? Alvin, hey! I was talking to Sloane recently about mage stuff, you know, and she mentioned something about mages having pets pretty frequently.
Really? I didn't know that. Maybe that means I'll have a pet after all.
Yeah, I think they help them with spells or chores or something. To be honest, I'm not completely sure. I heard they're called familiars.
Oh, I know about familiars. Back at the academy, we called them storm spirits. They can be summoned with spells, usually to fight or do some other simple task.
Wow, so then they're not real animals.
Not the way Butter is, but if they're summoned by a well-trained mage, they can look and act like real animals pretty well.
That sounds wild. Could you show me one?
I mean, I could try, but I'm not sure I'm good enough to make it convincing. Or to make sure it doesn't attack anyone. I wouldn't want to end up trying to... I wouldn't want it to end up trying to eat Butter or something.
Uh-oh, yeah, that would not be good. Maybe we'll hold off on that then.
I think that's probably safest.
Let me tell you this though, Alden. You're a much better mage than you give yourself credit for. Don't tell Sloane I said this, but she trained for a long time to do some of the stuff you've picked up naturally.
Come on, there's no way that's true.
It is, I swear. Now, I'm not saying you should rest on your laurels, but it might be good to give yourself credit now and then. Especially if you catch yourself feeling discouraged.
Thanks, Sophia. Next time I'm feeling down, maybe I'll try that.
Of course. I hope it helps, is what I think she said. Hey, Benji. Just wanted to tell you what you did back there at the aqueducts, charging in like that all by yourself. I thought that was super brave.
Ha! Thanks, Sophia. Honestly, I didn't even think about it, if you can believe that.
Wow. So it was just like a natural instinct for you.
Exactly! No better way to describe it.
Sounds like you've always had a warrior spirit in you.
Absolutely! In fact, I already just happened to be wearing my dad's old armor.
That was really good thinking. Was he a warrior too?
Oh yeah, I've got a big legacy to live up to, with him being a war hero and everything. So when enemies started attacking the aqueducts, I knew I had to defend my home. Who else would have, you know?
Doesn't Red Hill have a militia? I mean, aren't there people who are supposed to defend it if it comes under attack? Like a garrison?
Yeah, we might have had one of those, but I knew they wouldn't stand a chance without me. Besides, they were probably too busy to defend the aqueducts.
That makes sense. You definitely made a big difference in that battle.
I should hope so. After all that training, I'm glad to have something to show for it. I think that proved to everyone I'm ready to make a profession out of my skills. It's time to show the world what Benji's got.
Yeah, woohoo! And I think that's all we have time for tonight. Alright guys, that is it for tonight. Just a reminder, no afternoon stream on Saturday. Evening stream is up in the air. Mel and Sieb have plans for their anniversary, and Izumi is currently recovering from dental surgery, so she may not be up to it. And if that's the case, I will cancel Saturday's stream and see you on Sunday. But I will make an announcement in the Discord as to whether that is happening or not. But in the meantime, matane!
Till next time.